How's it going? I'm just taking a brief minute. I'm down in, I think I'm in Kitty Hawk, Outer Banks, North Carolina. We've been staying in Nag's Head, but this was my first time coming down here where I got to see far more of the Outer Banks. We went down to Cape Hatteras, learned about we went to the museum down there. I think it was the Montemore, forgive me. It was a Civil War vessel when they were switching over to iron. But it was really cool because I didn't realize that that actually sunk off of the Outer Banks. But in any case, I'm a nerd at heart, so I love going to like museums and things like that whenever I travel. So today I'm sitting in Kitty Hawk at the Wright Brothers Museum, and we walked around and a lot of cool pictures, learned a lot of new things about the, how that all went down back in the early 1900s, because I think their first flight was in 1903. I'm not sure. This is fascinating, and there's a monument up there, really cool. I'm just sitting in the car alone for a little bit, getting some AC and just enjoying a little alone time. But because it's been a busy week, a wonderful week, but busy nonetheless. But I just wanted to check in and say hi on this 250th birthday of the United States. Obviously, this land has been here as long as Europe has. I mean, the land itself isn't new. Life on this land isn't new. But this nation, the United States of America, is now 250 years old. And with any nation, there are pros and cons. Just like with any human, there are pros and cons, right? None of us are out here being perfect. And we all have things that we grow through, heal through, mistakes we've made. And oftentimes nations are no different, because you got a bunch of fallible people coming together to try and make something work. And that is basically been the experiment of the United States for 250 years. Some of it we get right, some of it we don't, but all in all, I have to say I'm very proud of my country, or to be a part of it, I should say, because we have a lot of freedoms here, a lot of things. If this World Cup taught me nothing, I mean, these are things that I've always been appreciative of anyway, but it really taught me other people's perspectives. And so many people that I know that have reached out to me that came here for the World Cup, or just I've seen videos, and they're just so enamored by the things that we take for granted. Because whatever faults people may have with our country, and I get it, we have some who doesn't. Again, no one's out here being perfect. So certainly nations aren't out here being perfect either, but this is a beautiful country. And we have freedoms that not everyone has. And it's hard to say that to someone who's never known anything different. So it's easy to pick on the things that you see that are wrong and focus on that, versus really focusing on the positives that exist too, and the things that we do right. And I say that to say this: when you are working on yourself for whatever it is that you're trying to correct or get better at, or whatever the case may be, always take time to remember that you're not out here doing everything wrong, right? Yes, when we are focused on something, that tends to be our reality, because we're not paying attention to everything else. But it's really important and a good reminder, whether you're dealing with nations, countries, groups, it doesn't matter, or yourself. Always recognize the wins too. Don't just focus on what needs to change or what's wrong or the offenses or this, that, or whatever, because we all have them. Even the people that yell the loudest, they're out here hurting people. They're out here being nasty. Everyone who's good also has some bad, and vice versa. That's tolerance, right? We could all do better with a little more tolerance. But the thing is tolerance does not equal approval. Tolerance does not equal okay. It depends. It depends on what you're tolerating. If someone is overstepping your boundaries, they need to be told that, or some kind of boundary needs to be reinforced. Tolerance is saying, I understand, I'm fallible, you're fallible. I'm not going to hate you for it, but I'm also not going to let you step on me like a doormat, right? Whatever the case may be. But in any case, when you're working on you, don't make your lack your focus. Yes, that's where you're doing your work, but it is not all of you, okay? Always remember that you're doing some really good things right too, or you wouldn't be here. What, like survival of the fittest and all? In any case, and when we can actually see our faults and even work on what we lack, then that means we're making progress. And that's more than some people out here that don't even acknowledge that they have faults. So you do you. Happy birthday, America. Well, I don't even want to say America because it's been here forever. United States of America. Happy birthday. And I don't know, I'm living my best life and I hope you are too. So just wanted to say hi, wishing you the best. And ad-libbing here as far as like I don't have my normal setup, so we're back to the phone, but next week I'll be back to normal, whatever normal is. Anyway, have a great one. Talk soon. Bye.